Hello and welcome to Math 233, Multivariable Calculus. I'm your instructor, Linda Green, and this video will tell you about how the class works. This course can be divided up into 5 units or topics. The first couple of weeks we'll study vector-valued functions and three-dimensional geometry. Then we'll do some calculus on vector-valued functions. These are functions with one input variable and several output variables. They can be thought of as parametrized curves in the plane or in space. Next, we'll study functions of several variables. These are functions with several input variables, say x and y, and one output variable, say z. We'll march through many of the topics of Calculus 1 on these functions of several variables: limits, derivatives, the chain rule, max and min problems, the differential, but all in a multi-dimensional setting. After doing derivatives and applications of derivatives, we'll move on to integrals of functions of several variables. Our last topic will be calculus on vector fields. Vector fields can be thought of as functions with several input variables, say x and y, and also several output variables. They can be thought of as a field of little arrows or vectors all over the plane or all throughout space. And calculus of vector fields has many important applications in physics and other areas. In addition to myself, your instructor, we have 3 grad students who will be TAing for this class. They are Jeffrey Ayers, Luke Connors, and Sydney Hayes. They'll be running the recitations on Fridays and also answering questions on our class forum on Piazza and probably holding office hours outside of class. We may also have several undergraduate learning assistants assigned to this class. They'll help answer questions in class and may hold office hours and review sessions outside of class. This class will have online lectures on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. In addition, there's going to be a recitation on Fridays, and your recitation may be face-to-face or online, depending on which section you signed up for. Here's the basic routine for class. Before class, please check the Sakai site Lessons tab for instructions of what to do before class. Generally, you'll be asked to watch a short video and do a short before-class assignment on MyLab Math, our online homework system. During class, you may want to take notes using the skeleton notes that I post in advance on Sakai. I'll ask you to answer clicker questions using Learning Catalytics, which is built into the homework system MyLab Math. Usually I'll work a few problems in class, and I'll ask you to work similar problems, possibly discuss them with other students in the class. I encourage you to ask questions during class using the chat window or the mic, and some days I may divide you all up into breakout rooms to discuss problems or concept questions together. After class, you can check Sakai for filled-in copies of the notes. Everything that I write on my iPad, I will post afterwards in class. I'll also post a recording of the class. After class is a great opportunity for you to read the book. There's a lot of information, examples, and explanations in the book that I don't have time to cover all of during the class time. There's a lot of homework for this class. So each week we'll cover either 2 or 3 sections of the book, which means each week there'll be either 2 or 3 homework assignments. Usually the homeworks are going to be due on Monday evenings and Friday evenings. Of course, you don't have to wait until Friday evening to complete it. Generally, the material that we discuss in class on Tuesdays will be due on Fridays, and the material that we discuss in class on Thursdays will be due on Mondays. So you'll always have at least a few days to work on the homework after we cover that material in class. After home class is also a good time to attend office hours and ask questions on Piazza. Friday's recitation will give you an opportunity to dive in and work on the material further so that you'll be better able to do the homework. Usually recitation will start out with the TAs working through one example or giving you some tips on the week's material. Then you'll have an opportunity to work problems in groups during recitation. And some weeks there may be a quiz given in recitation. I also plan to give tests during recitation. Details about quizzes and tests will always be announced and posted in advance. Here are some ways to get help for this class. First of all, office hours are a great way to get help. This semester I'll be doing online office hours, and I'll have 2 office hours a week devoted entirely to students from this 233 class. So tentatively those are scheduled for Tuesday and Thursday, but you can find the exact times on the syllabus and posted on Piazza. You can also go to the office hours of any other Math 233 instructor. So everyone's office hours will be posted as a pinned post on Piazza, and you can go to any times that are convenient for you. And you're welcome to just drop in, and even if you don't have a particular question yourself, you might want to listen to the other questions that students are asking. We may also have additional office hours offered by the TAs and ULAs for the class. There's also some opportunities for one-on-one tutoring. The math department sponsors the Math Help Center, which is a free drop-in tutoring center. This semester, I believe the Math Help Center will be holding its tutoring hours online. Usually it's open Mondays through Fridays during the day. There may also be some weekend hours this semester. In addition, the Learning Center offers free drop-in peer tutorings. That's usually on Tuesday and Wednesday evenings. They may also offer tutoring at other times by appointment. Finally, the math department keeps a list of private tutors. These are grad students in the department who would like to do some tutoring on the side. So the private tutoring list is on the math department website. This is a paid tutoring service as opposed to the first two options, which are free. More information and links to these tutoring options are on the syllabus. I'd like to be clear about what resources are permitted for what types of assignments. For formative assessments, so that's like homework, in-class problems, recitation problems, before-class assignments, all these assignments when you're still wrestling with and learning the material, a lot of resources are permitted. So you're welcome to use your books, you're welcome to use calculators, you're even welcome to use computational-like engines like Wolfram Alpha to check your answers. Please don't use Wolfram Alpha to actually do your homework. You do need to do the computations first by yourself, but if you want to figure out where you went wrong by checking your answer or checking certain milestones along the way with Wolfram Alpha to help troubleshoot and find your mistakes and then correct them, I welcome you to use Wolfram Alpha as a troubleshooting tool. Collaboration with other students is encouraged on these assignments, but the collaboration should benefit the learning of all involved. So if you're simply copying or trading answers, that would be a violation of the honor code. Now, for summative assessments, like quizzes, tests, the final exam, so these are assessments where you are ideally demonstrating material that you have already learned. For these assessments, you're not permitted to use nearly so many resources. So quizzes, tests, the final exam, on these assignments, collaboration is not allowed. These assignments are generally closed book and notes unless otherwise specified. And in general, calculators are not allowed on these assessments unless otherwise specified. If you're ever in doubt about what's permitted on an assignment, please ask. You can post a question on Piazza, ask during class or during office hours, or you can ask me or the TA or whoever's proctoring the assessment during the assessment itself. You'll find more details about class structure and policies on the syllabus, which is posted on Sakai. If you have questions about how class works, please post them on Piazza, or if you prefer, you can save them till the first day of class when I'll give you an opportunity to ask questions. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday, August 11th.